Oh man, what's going on? Brand new day, brand new video. Hope you guys are enjoying every moment of life that is. Today is the end of an era for you, boy. Today is the end of a chapter in my life, I guess you could say, an end of a lot. I say all that because my good old faithful lens has decided it's not gonna perform as it needs to anymore. For the last maybe 3.5, almost 4 years, I've been using this Tamron 20mm prime lens. Now I bought it when it was new. I got it around the first time when it came out, and yeah, of course it is a very inexpensive lens. It is all plastic, as you can see. It's very much, you can hear the plastic. Put it close to the mic, you can hear the plastic. The only thing on this joint that is metal is the ring that goes from lens to camera body. It even came with a lens hood, and yeah, it is definitely, like I said, man, it's been my go-to lens for the last 3 years, especially when it comes to me vlogging. Now, I haven't used this on too many projects per se, but I definitely have used this when it came time to vlogging on my A7 III. Actually was probably the first lens I bought after I bought this A7 III. Now, I will say this lens has been through a lot. It's even been through the time of streaming. When I was streaming live on my channel, I was using this lens as my primary lens because it was for such a cheap price. It just had a good look, a good image to it. But now, due to partially my fault, it's having bad focusing issues, where it's having a hard time focusing. Even if I crank the camera all the way up to like f17, 22, like just crazy numbers, right? Cranking the camera up that high, it's just searching for focus. Even then at f2.8, when I'm in low light situations, it's damn near just impossible to use because it just won't find anything to lock on to. And like I said, it's partially my fault. About a month ago, I did drop this camera with this lens on it. Now, it did not bounce on the lens portion, but it did take a tumble. My camera, it was even giving me issues with it's just like this weird error. But I took the battery out, put the battery back in, and I haven't had that problem again. Like I said, my fault. Moving too fast, too much in my hand, and instead of me putting my camera back in my bag, I kind of was cradling it, and it fell. And yeah, so I don't know if that's aided in this situation, but I'll tell you this. If I didn't have a microphone, a wireless microphone tied to that camera, all you would hear is the noise of this lens trying to find something to focus on. I'm gonna miss this lens. Here's the dilemma. Here's the dilemma. Here is the dilemma. Now, it is not a big dilemma because it's a first world problem, but does your boy invest another full frame lens for this camera, which will cost me about, let's just say, $1,200 to $1,500, depending on if I get the f4 or f2.8 version of the lens, or do I just buy a vlogging lens for my FX30 and we use that to vlog and then use the remaining money to put in like a bank account of sorts to get my FX3, because now you know the FX3 is the camera that I really want because I want to get back to full frame. Now, the lens for my FX30 to vlog with is about $500. So it'll give us roughly $1,000 I can just set aside and not worry about. And then this camera will pretty much be done. Anything I gotta use for the FX30 that I don't have, I will rent at that point. And and honestly, talking about the renting thing, if I have to do something major and I'm only gonna use this camera, I'll probably just rent the lens too. So you know what? I already made up my mind. I'm gonna just buy the vlogging lens for the FX30 because it is like an f2.8 lens too, so it'll actually give us a slightly better low light with this APS-C sensor. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So it is an end of an era, an end of a moment, an ending in time. And like I said, man, I really thought I was finally kind of getting ahead with my DJ business, because man, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But I finally thought I was going to be able to start slowly investing in just kind of like bigger projects, because I want a warehouse. And I don't want nothing huge, but I want a space that I can just take all of this stuff that we have around me right now and put it in there and be able to film out of there and create, sets and scenes in that warehouse and kind of just go crazy with that, because it also give me space to be able to like charge a little more when I shoot my content, because after this first 2 months of getting back into the film world, I'm going back to the prices that I was at before I quit. But I'm going to give everybody this whole, oh, you're new to this phase, because you know, you disappear from something and come back, people think you're new to it. So I'm gonna go through this whole new to it phase and not charge as much. So like, you know, under promise, over deliver type situation, and then go back into the full price swing and of making a substantial amount of money every month from filming like I was 8 years ago. Wow, that's crazy to say. That was 2016, we got 2024. But anyway, man, I'm sad because I said this is my favorite lens. Now, I do have my kit lens for this. I do still have the kit lens for the A7 III. And who knows, maybe if the A7 V comes out this year, maybe we'll just get the A7 V and we'll just get rid of all of this. And we won't have to worry about anything of that camera. It'll truly be a chapter closing moment. Well, I don't know. I gotta figure this out. Well, I don't have anything figured out. I just need to go ahead now and spend the money. I finally thought, like I said, I was gonna be able to start saving, but I can't just yet, because this guy right here decided it is done. It is done. It is done. It does not want to work anymore, and it's okay. But y'all let me know what y'all would do, man. Would you just get the vlogging lens for the FX30 and just stack the bread to the side to get the big boy camera you really want? Or would you get the big boy lens for this and just try to hustle and grind with only this camera to make it pay for itself and still put some money towards the FX30? I mean the FX3. Y'all know what I mean. It's too many numbers. A7, FX, A9, A1, so many numbers, but y'all know what I mean, man. I love this Sony family, so. It's always something, man. Peace. I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head. I won't stop trying. Got somebody that you loving well, oh well. Faking innocence and I won't tell. Little bit of ghetto and a little bit of bougie, and afraid to get this in a motel. Love calling my name, love playing my games. You ain't got no shame, but am I part the plan? I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. I get excited when you're not biased. Love is in my head, I won't stop trying. Girl, you cold-hearted. Revelations that I had, girl, you